Hey, all you basketball players out there, have you ever struggled on offense? Have you ever had that self-doubt creep in about your ability to score? Or those times when your team might be struggling to score against a really good defensive team? Well, today I'm going to give you one thing that you can focus on that is going to help give you more offensive confidence for both you and your team. Let's jump in and discuss. Welcome back to Hard Smart Together. I'm Coach Dave. I'm here every week to help basketball players become the smart, confident players that coaches love. So today we are continuing to help you build that stable confidence in your game. And we know that stable confidence comes from that triple threat of how you play, how you think, and who you are. Today is one of those how you play tips. It's one of those tips to make you a smarter, high IQ player on the court. So if you want to help your team win games, and that should really, be what you want to do. This is not an individual sport, this is a team sport. So if you want to help your team win games, you need to realize that no one player wins the game, okay? You have to do the right things on the court. You have to play the right way and be a smart, high IQ player in order to help your team win games, okay? There's no one player that's going to win games. Now, winning games, you may have heard a lot of coaches in the past talk about the team that makes the least amount of mistakes wins the game. Now that is especially true for really close games. A lot of games are close at the end of the game, okay? And the team that makes the least amount of mistakes tends to win those games. It's also the way that teams that maybe aren't as good, when you're playing a better team, it's how you can win the game. It's how you can help your team win the game. It's by making the least amount of mistakes. So today's topic kind of goes along the line of not making those mistakes. Now your job, I'll get back to the episode in just a second. I hope you're enjoying today's episode, and if you are, please share it. Share it with a player, share it with a parent, share it with a coach, anybody that you feel might need to hear it. I also wanted to give you a free gift that I've made available to you just for hanging out with me today. It's a checklist of skills for basketball players that want to become a better player, a better teammate, and to stand out to their coaches. Now, these skills are skills that are often overlooked, but they can be the foundation that a player can use to really achieve their goals. You can download it at hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. I'll put a link below in the description as well, but it's hardsmarttogether.com/intangibles. Now let's jump back to today's episode. Is to simplify your own offense and simplify your team's offense by clearing all the clutter that we basketball players love to have in our heads, right? Okay, so what's some of that clutter? Is my shot going to go in tonight? Am I going to get enough shots? Can I beat my man? Is that move going to work? Are those plays going to work that coach just installed? Are we going to get enough shots against this team? This team's a great defensive team. Are we going to get great shots? Are we going to be able to break their press? Are we going to be able to score? Am I going to be able to score? What are my stats going to be? Okay. Are we going to get easy shots? I mean, there's so many things that go on in our heads when it comes to offense. And I want you to focus on something that's going to simplify that, that's going to clear that clutter. And the one thing I want you to focus on is completing passes. How often do you as a basketball player think of completing passes? Okay? And that's the one thing I want you to focus on that's going to make offense simpler for you. It's going to make your team better, and it's going to help you guys win more games. If you complete enough passes as a team, you're going to get easier shots. You're going to take those bad shots to good shots and good shots to great shots. You're going to get simple shots. You're going to get layups. You're going to get wide open shots. So why not focus on the thing that's going to get those shots for your team, and that is completing passes. And not enough basketball players focus on completing passes. Okay? If you complete enough passes, if you get easy enough shots, your team is going to win more games. So your job is to hold on to the ball as an offense long enough to get a great shot, to get a better shot, to get those simple shots, to get it in the hands of the players in a position to make the shots. Okay? So what do I mean by focusing on that? Well, as I mentioned, this is not something that you typically focus on. All those other things going in your head are typically the focus. Are the shots going to go in, or am I going to get the shots? Oh, my shot's been off, whatever. Is this play going to work? Those are things that jumble up an offense. I want to simplify it for you. So I want you to make sure passes, not maybe passes. Maybe passes are passes that might get there, that might help a team score, that might, get you an assist. I want you to make sure passes to open players that are coming open. Okay? I want you to make precise passes. What do I mean by precise passes? I want you to think, oh, I've got to give them a pass that's easy for them to catch. I need to maybe not too hard of a pass, not too soft of a pass. I need to give just a perfect pass. I need to give it to them in a position to either make a play, make a shot, make a drive, make another pass, whatever the case might be, but I need to put my teammate in a position to do something with the ball. Okay? I can't make gambling passes. What are gambling passes? Gambling passes are those passes, where you go, if this gets through, if I make this bad decision, but if it gets through, the crowd's going to go wild. It's going to be a highlight. It's going to be a highlight assist for me. It's going to be a highlight assist for my team. The crowd's going to go wild. Well, I don't want you to make those passes. Focus on completing passes. And completing passes come from making really great passes, sure passes. Okay? Not maybe passes, not gambling passes. Okay? And if you focus on making enough passes, and that's your only focus, guess what? The shots are going to open up. Offense is going to become easy. Your coach's plays are going to work that much better. If your focus, just simplify the thoughts going on in your head, okay? So I want you to have the patience to wait for those great shots, to wait for better shots, okay? And that comes from focusing on making and completing passes. So change your focus a little bit on offense, simplify your focus to completing passes. Your offense will come around, your team's offense will become simpler and be more effective, and you'll win more games. I always love the likes you give. I love the comments. If this is a tip that you implement that will help you, if you found that maybe your team is struggling on offense or you're struggling on offense and you start focusing on completing passes and it makes offense more simple, please leave me a comment below. Tell me your story. Love to hear them. And until next week, remember to play hard, play smart, and play together. See you next week.